Hi, exoticals and beautiful beachgoers. So earlier I said I will make a video based on the theme of this week, which is beach aesthetic. If you are living in a very cold country like me, and you are planning to travel abroad to enjoy a beach vacation, to enjoy the sun or just play in the water, or you live in a warm environment and you plan to go to the beach in your country or still travel out, we can talk about some tips to enjoy the beach, what to look out for, how to safely tan, and if you do not want to tan, how to prevent tanning and still enjoy your beach vacation. Most of what I will be talking about will be based on my experience. I think I need to make a disclaimer. I am not an advice channel since I am anonymous and not a certified therapist or psychologist, so it is not proper of me to place my channel as an advice channel. Thank you for listening. Since I have been a little kid, I always loved going to the beach. I lived in a warm country with no winter or snow. I went to the beach at least 3 times a day, spending a minimum of 2 to 3 hours anytime I went, and up to 10 hours at the beach as the maximum. The beach was a 15-minute drive from my house. Even now that I relocated to a colder country years back, I still travel abroad to have a beach vacation. So we will first of all talk about what to do for fun at the beach. Shell and pebble collecting was what I always did when I went to the beach. I loved collecting seashells and pretty pebbles on the beach floor, and also got a pretty mother-of-pearl shell, my favorite and prettiest shell because it has the glow like a rainbow when near a light source. I have a collection of shells that I keep with me in my house, and I have been collecting them since I was a child. This is a solo activity you could do, and if you are a science person, you can research about the shells and what animals they came from using Google Camera. You can collect seashells with your friends and make pretty jewelry with them like necklaces or anklets and sell them or keep them for yourself, or also use the seashells as decoration. I personally use them as decoration in a glass bowl with water beads, and they are so pretty. Playing beach sports. This is something you can do with your friends, family, or partner. Or if traveling alone, you can meet random people at the beach who are also playing sports and join them. This is a great way to make friends and also have fun. My favorite sport to play when I go to the beach is volleyball with my female friends. You can also play sandball, race with your friends, or even play childhood games with your friends. Personally, when I go to the beach, I love being active, playing games and having fun. It might seem childish to some people that you are not sitting down and staring at the ocean and sipping drinks. If you plan or always like to do that at the beach, then that is also not an issue. But engaging in activities makes the experience much more enjoyable. Engaging in activities in the water like snorkeling, wakeboarding, surfing, or entering the speedboat. Personally, I have only done the speedboat thing and swimming in the ocean. I am yet to try the others, but before you try these, please know how to swim, and if you have health issues, do not endanger yourself. There are other ways to have fun. Now I will be talking about nighttime activities to do at the beach. I did some in the evening and at night. I am not sure if this is done at other beaches, but some beaches do hold a mini party where you dance and participate in water gun fights and other interesting games. I loved the mini party the most. The music, the vibes, and everything. But when it is getting late, I will say, be careful not to get too drunk. Personally, I do not drink. It is not a religious thing, but I do not like the smell, taste, or the idea of getting so drunk and blacking out. It sounds irresponsible to me. Be careful of your drink. And if going with friends and family, watch out for each other. Never leave with anyone you do not know, especially if in a foreign country. If traveling alone, limit the alcohol and always watch your drink like a hawk. Even if your eyes leave your drink for a second and you feel your drink is not safe, do not think you are being too paranoid. Do not drink that drink again. If you are feeling even a little bit dizzy or a little anxious, go back to your room and lock the door. Better to be too anxious than in serious danger. I will also warn about the tides of the ocean at night. The tide tends to get high at night, which can lead to a risk of being in danger since people might be few at the beach and the music might be too loud for anyone to hear you. What to wear to the beach? We exoticals have different religions and beliefs, which influence what we also wear. But that does not affect us from enjoying a beach vacation. When I go to the beach, my favorite beachwear is a bikini top, a white shirt, and bum shorts or linen trousers, or a one-piece alone or with bum shorts. Cute slippers are the footwear I use to go to the beach.
One of my friends loves to wear stringy bikinis with beautiful flower patterns, and my other friend is Muslim and wears a burkini to the beach. Personally, I will say, wear what you are comfortable in, or what makes you feel pretty. That will make you comfortable to properly have fun at the beach.
Now, for the beautiful exoticals that love tanning on the beach and those that do not want to tan at all. First, I will talk about safe ways to tan on the beach. Remember, it is nice to sit under the sun for hours to tan, but remember to protect your skin from sun damage. Skin cancer and skin damage are real. When I was younger, I loved tanning my skin for aesthetic purposes. With any opportunity I had, I would tan my skin because I loved that light, sun-kissed look on me that gave me that golden glow. But I was not tanning safely. My face did not properly tan. It would go bright red, and I would have serious sunburns that hurt the back of my hands and feet. My other body parts, except my arms, tanned well, but because of staying under the sun, I had blonde body hair and a mix of blonde and ginger hair for a while, to the extent I thought I was a natural blonde and ginger. But my hair is naturally dark brown, and it was photo-bleached to a mix of ginger and blonde. Not tanning safely and not knowing how to protect my skin led to serious damaged skin barrier that took me almost 2 years to repair. Now, that should not scare exoticals that love to tan, so I will talk about safe ways to tan. First is prepping your skin for tanning. Try exfoliating with a sponge or body scrub. If you do not have a body scrub, you can make one with sugar or salt as the exfoliant, honey for moisture, and any oil of your choice to seal moisture at least 2 days before, as freshly exfoliated skin under the sun is the same as chemical burns. Do not exfoliate immediately after tanning, as the skin is still sensitive. Now you get to the beach, and your skin has been prepped for tanning. How do you tan safely? Time for a little science. Tanning is dependent on UV exposure, not sun. For example, being under the sun when the UV is 0 leads to 0 tanning, even if sitting there for 10 hours. Sitting under a mild sun when UV is 4 leads to tanning. Proper tanning starts from UV3. Yes, the sun can fasten the tanning a little, but it is all dependent on UV. And that is why you can still tan when sitting near the window, even though the sun is not necessarily touching you. That is why it is still advised to put on sunscreen when indoors during high UV exposure near the windows. Even if the glass blocks some of it, it still penetrates through and affects your skin. The smart way to tan is using UV exposure. You can tan during peak hours where the UV is 3 to 5. Now you know how to use the UV to tan. I will mention how to use it smartly. The reason I did not mention UV exposure like 7, 8, and 9 is because they are too high and can do a lot of damage to the skin. Tanning is not a one-day thing, but a gradual process. You can spend like 25 to 30 minutes in the sun, then stay 20 minutes under shade, then another 20 to 30 minutes under the sun. And remember to use sunscreen and wear a nice sun hat. I know you are like, but that won't be enough. And why do I need sunscreen? Remember, tanning is not a one-day thing. Doing it gradually gives you a beautiful tan and not a horrible sunburn. Wearing sunscreen protects your skin after tanning and during. Remember to drink plenty of water and eat vegetables and fruits, and also apply moisturizer or aloe vera gel to seal in moisture and have that glow. If you are taking medications that increase photosensitivity, then limit tanning or do not tan for that period. Safety first. Now for the beautiful exoticals that do not like or want to tan, I also got you. As I got older, I started investing more in skincare and sunscreen, and understanding UV exposure. I said to myself that I do not want to tan. I want to keep my very light skin tone, but I do not want to have to stay indoors all day and not go out, because I want to avoid high UV exposure. I love going to the beach, so to make all this possible, this is what I did. And it worked great for me. I was literally under the sun, and the shade was not working properly as a shade because the sun was still touching me and the UV was 7. I was there for 4 hours straight. I had fun, and I did not tan at all. I was shocked when I got home that I did not tan, and this is what I did. I do not exfoliate in the morning or day. I only exfoliate at night to reduce photosensitivity. Moisture is key. I use lotion that has a little SPF, like SPF 15, and a good face moisturizer that does not have acids or any lightening agent like niacinamide or vitamin C in high volumes. If you do not mind not wearing a bikini, you can wear a rash vest or a beach cover-up. Now, you might be like, I can wear my cotton clothes or linen. If you hold your clothes near a light source and you can see through the fabric, it will not protect your skin from tanning. Use high SPF sunscreen. My favorite sunscreen to use is La Roche-Posay. They have a body and face sunscreen. I am not doing an advert for any brand. This is a trusted sunscreen I use, and it does prevent tanning for me and is the best-rated sunscreen in the world. When using a chemical sunscreen, apply it generously on your face and any exposed area like your face, hands, feet, legs, and arms, or whole body if wearing a bikini. Let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes for it to be active before entering the sun. You can also layer it with physical sunscreen if you are going to be outside in high UV exposure for a long time. When swimming, remember to reapply every 2 hours. If you can get suitable shade like a big umbrella for the beach and use a wide brim hat, 4-inch minimum, please do use it. Heat is also a contributing factor to making your skin appear tanner, so use an electric hand fan and cooling face mist. I noticed my face looking red, like my skin tone looked red because of the intense heat, so I used an electric fan, which helped a lot. Try to avoid peak hours like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., depending on where the beach vacation is taking place, and attend when UV is 0 to 2, which can reduce tanning significantly. After having fun at the beach, to totally prevent tanning, take a cool or lukewarm shower, not hot. Do not scrub. Use aloe vera or niacinamide lotion to limit pigment production. At night, you can use serums like vitamin C if your skin tolerates it. Remember to use sunscreen generously on exposed areas and use physical shade to protect your skin using an umbrella and a hat. Drink lots of water and moisturize. Now I have given you tips to have a nice beach vacation. Enjoy your beach vacation, beautiful exoticals, and still be able to tan or prevent tanning while still having fun. I might create a video on how to safely remove a tan. Let me know if I should make a video on that. I will make a polling system on what aesthetic I should talk about next. Bye, beautiful exoticals, and enjoy your day or night with a face mask and a nice hibiscus tea. My favorite beauty tea. Be careful not to take too much of it, though.